הקשה. Inglewood in the house, Compton in the house, Langley Village in the house, aight? Young people see the word politics and they immediately switch off. I wish I'd been told that before we got these fucking massive letters built. So to bring politics into this, the 20th century, me headed down to Washington, aight?
N-E-W-T.
T.
And then Gingrich.
For real, how does it spell that?
G-I-N.
M.
N.
For like nothing, whatever. G.
R.
R.
I.
I.
C.
C.
H.
How does I say that? Gingrich.
Gingrich.
Gingrich. All right, wicked. Gingrich.
Okay.
Gingrich. And how's I say the first name?
Newt.
Wagwan, Everton Irie. I is here with my main man. His name be Newt Gingrich, and him was the leader of the House of Representatives. Is that right?
Yes.
What policies was you famous for introducing?
Well, probably the most famous was welfare reform. We had a system that paid people to do nothing.
So, how long do you think people should get welfare?
We set a pretty firm system that says that you can be on the system for about 4 years.
But ain't people just getting into it after 4 years?
Well, I mean, most people, we think, should actually go to work.
Do you think that people should get more welfare the longer they is on welfare?
No. We don't think that you earn seniority on welfare.
But surely the longer you is on welfare, it shows that you has got commitment. I mean, you wouldn't like it if you was in a job and didn't get a pay rise.
But our goal is to get you off of welfare, not to make it more desirable for you to stay on welfare.
Do you think dads should be forced to pay for their kids?
Yes. If you create the child, you ought to have an obligation to help pay for the child.
What, even after it's born?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
But if you was already paid for the meat, you know, the popcorn, the chocolates, the movie or whatever, the last thing you want to be thinking about when you is getting jiggy is how much is this going to cost me? Makes the whole thing unromantic, innit?
Well, and if you're the kind of bum who's going to walk off and leave your kids, the girl shouldn't be with you in the first place.
So does the Republican Party think that homies should take their girlfriends up the butty?
No, I'm not. Look, some guy who says to me, all I want is fun for one night, and then she has to spend the next 20 years raising the child.
For real?
That strikes me as a pretty unfair bargain.
Do you think a woman will ever be president?
Absolutely.
Ain't there a problem that if there is a woman president, they're going to spend all their time on facials, shopping, and getting new shoes?
I think if you said that to most women who could be president, you'd be surprised how tough they are.
But ain't you worried that the old cabinet would be like Brad Pitt on Defence and George Clooney on Elf, you know, because him from ER, you know, and you've just got like all these other good-looking geezers and King Dong in the background,
we've already been through it before. I mean, as I said, Margaret Thatcher was probably one of the 3 best prime ministers of the 20th century.
But wouldn't there be a danger that they'd like fall in love with someone bad like Saddam Hussein?
No more than there is for a man.
Yeah, but women, they love bastards.
I don't have any. I think that's just. I think that's a stereotype. I don't think.
No, but I know from me experience, the worse you treat them, the more they want you. And he could be like doing bad things to the US all the time and shit. It would just get more and more horny.
I don't think that kind of woman would get to be president any more than some guy who's easy to push around. People who get pushed around easily don't get to be president.
But ain't there the problem that if he declares war, she'll just start crying and everything?
The kind of woman who would rise to be president, I think, would be very comfortable saying, if you really want to fight, we'll do what it takes.
But not if she was in love with him.
Well,
treat him rough, you get your muff. That's what they say on the street.
I think I think whoever you dated is probably different than the kind of people who get to be president.
Yo, so big it up. You has heard none other than my man, Newt Gingrich. Big up yourself, respect. How did you manage to maintain a natural look?
Well, I have a good hairdresser.
What is the philosophy of the show?
It's kind of like trailer trash, trailer park trash.
What it is, trailer trash?
Just kind of like, I guess, like backwoods from like, just like middle of nowhere, kind of poor, dressing what you have around.
Also, they are very primitive, rubbish people.
Kind of, yeah.
So tell me, do you hope that these white trashing people will buy the clothes?
I don't think they can afford it.
They are too poor. It's like this in Austria. We take the clothes from the homeless people and we
Right.
sell them in the shop.
Jack up the price.
And then the homeless people cannot buy them.
Definitely, definitely.
Yeah. That is the beauty of fashion.
Yeah.
So how important is fashion to you?
Fashion is very important. It's what keeps us creative. It's what keeps us alive. It's what keeps us inspired. It's what makes us get up and go out of our houses every day. You know what? She's a real fashion icon living in her own time.
I'm from New York, and I come across a lot of people who are not from here, but who are from other parts of the world, who really have absolutely no fashion sense.
They look ridiculous sometimes.
There's no personal style.
Why don't you just put them on trains, send them to a camp and say bye-bye? Yeah.
I would love to say bye-bye to most of them.
A lot of the style gurus in Austria are saying Osama bin Laden is like the best dressed guy. Do you think so?
I think he's cool.
So cool.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the best dressed guy, but he's definitely very fashionable.
Have you ever thought of using disabled models, like, but with normal clothes? I mean, not like disgusting disabled, not with that kind of, but just like the mentor thing. So you wouldn't really be able to see it.
There's one model that we used for a couple of seasons that was deaf.
How did she know when to go out? Did you have to push her?
No, you just, you tap her.
It's like in Austria, we know as a casting director is more important jobs than, doctors or politicians. Is it the same here?
No, fashion isn't thought of as seriously as the medical profession here, but I think
That's ridiculous.
I think so.
I mean, fashion saves a lot more lives than doctors.
I think so.
Jetzt bin ich hier mit Michael. I'm here with Michael, the other designer today. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Why was there so much cardboard? Why was that theme so much there?
Cardboard? No, there was no cardboard.
But there was a theme of cardboard.
No.
Why did you base the whole show around the theme of cardboard?
Well, because everything is so hippie in fashion that I wanted to something that was the opposite.
Right.
Like stiff and cut and just amazing like that. That's what I really felt like.
Because no one has yet had the guts
No one has
to do a show about cardboard.
No, they don't understand.
They're too scared to touch it.
Yeah, they are.
What I loved about the show was that it had no humor at all, which was just so powerful.
Well, it was dead serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was super serious.
How did you keep the show humorous all the way along?
Using pop icons.
Why was the show all about the individual?
Because that's what we are, and that's what we prefer everyone to be.
It's amazing because this show was at its essence all about other people. Why?
Because when you're an artist, you look at other people, and that's how you become an artist, is you observe.
I found the collection so heavy that it was pulling me down into a place better than heaven.
Yeah, I wanted it to be like a weight on people. I wanted you to just fall, collapse.
How did you make sure that the show was just so light?
Because we wanted things to flow, but at the same time not just be too overly feminine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you somehow managed to achieve this sense of the whole show being kind of light as an air, everyone just floating up.
Yeah, that's what it was. They were in the clouds, they were in space.
Do you think consistency is important?
No.
Hear me now. You've got to be well clever to run a massive business. I actually met Ronald McDonald at my cousin's 15th birthday party in Egham. And him, even though he dressed like a total prick, is actually a genius. If him can be the head of a massive business, so can I. I was gonna find out how. Check it. I ain't never had an idea before. How does you know when you has had one?
Right. How do you know? When you say, wow, you know, for a business idea?
I mean, like, had the idea of, like, eating chicken or switching on the telly or something, but I've never had an idea.
Right. For a business idea. Right.
Well, whatever.
Right. You know, if you had all the money in the world, this is a good exercise.
Yeah.
And you can do anything with this money to, you know, to make your life easier. What's the first thing you would invent?
Like, free bitches.
That, it's a good place to start.
Always like, you know, just up for anything.
Right. Okay. And there's, could be a good business.
If me tell someone my idea, how does I know they ain't gonna nick it?
That's tough. People usually do.
Because like when the PlayStation 1 came out, me was telling me Julie, what would be wicked would be if they brought out something that was better than this.
Right.
And then 2 years later, what come out?
Right.
PlayStation 2.
Right.
How does you think they got the idea from me?
Maybe Julie told them, I don't know, but the fact is that people...
she did, and...
And if she did, well then, that's,
then
you're going to have to talk to her. Yeah,
that
that's
is
very
serious.
Sure.
Because there's something called trust.
Absolutely.
I've got some business idea that I just want to tell you about, and I'd be a fool if...
Very quickly.
What is the most popular thing in the world?
Music.
No.
Tell me.
Ice cream.
Okay.
Everyone has it. And what is the problem with ice cream?
I have no idea.
It drips.
Okay.
So my idea is what?
To make a drip-proof ice cream.
No. Oh, that's a fucking brilliant idea, this. All right, whatever. You ain't gonna come out with that, though.
No, I promise you I won't.
Well, my idea is to come out with just like these ice cream gloves that make the ice cream not go on your hands and make it all well sticky. And also keep your hands warm when you is eating the ice cream.
Okay.
Is you in or is you in?
Okay, well, it sounds like a good idea, and I hope you make a lot of money. Good luck, folks. It's been nice seeing you. You take care of yourself, okay?
Well, is you going to be in on that?
Well, it sounds like an interesting...
We've got like P. Diddy is going to be in it.
Good.
It is ice cream.
Do you want me to eat this?
No.
No, okay.
What's my idea?
Lay it on me.
The ice cream glove. That's a C, which means that you can't nick it.
All right.
And my idea is you could do them in like your favorite team gloves, colors. That's like the LA Lakers.
I don't care what it looks like. Nah, see, that's not gonna. To me, I'm not carrying around a glove in my pocket so that in the event I'm eating ice cream, I'm taking the glove out of my pocket to preserve my suit.
Have you seen one of these things before?
Sure.
Everyone in school learns these things.
Sure.
Venn diagrams.
Sure.
People who like ice cream. People who has hands.
Sure.
What's this section here? That's our target market, isn't it?
Okay.
We did an intranet search for ice cream. We come back with 6,121 result. We did an intranet search for the gloves. How much results did we get? 325, 0, 113. So you times those together, what does you get? This is just people on the internet looking in. 203 zillion, whatever, 496,400, and then a 1. Check this out. If all those people bought one glove
Right.
at $19.99,
Right.
just one glove, business would be worth, wait for it,
I'm waiting.
that much. That is such a big number, I couldn't fit it that way. That in English, 34.6 million billion dollars. How does we promote this company? We promote it with the strongest image.
All right. All right, that's different.
Naked woman on a horse. Shaven or with like bush, whatever. You know, money talks, pubes walk.
All right.
This may be the worst idea I've ever heard.
I actually don't dislike the idea.
Safe, respect.
Yeah, but I don't dislike the idea. You could use it, you know, there's something to it.
This is not going to happen.
I've got another business idea.
Okay, what is that?
What's this?
That is a skateboard. No, it is a toothbrush. No.
Don't be.
Okay, good. What is it?
Grow up, brain. What is it? We'll tell you what it is.
Oh.
It's a hoverboard.
I don't understand what you mean.
It's a hoverboard. As you've seen Back to the Future.
Yeah.
As you've seen the bit where they jump on the board and it flies around.
Yeah.
It's in the future.
Yeah.
That film must have been about 10 years ago. No one has even thought about making that thing.
Mm-hmm. But it doesn't do that.
It doesn't do it yet. That's where you lot come in. You come up with the science.
We don't do that. This is nothing. It's a film.
Well,
It's a
they must have
story.
used the board from somewhere. They made one of them that
No.
worked.
No.
So how did he jump on it and fly all around and do all the chases then?
It's called special effects. How do they do anything in a movie? Good luck. You gonna put on the glove before you shake my hand? Okay, good luck, man.
In Kazakhstan, we say it makes you feel like a real man when you shoot.
It's a nice feeling. I enjoy it.
It feels good. Your body feel alive, good, like a proper man.
Especially when you're shooting a machine gun.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many can it
It's about
kill?
800 rounds per minute.
Wow, is a good gun. 800 per minute.
Yeah.
It means you have a many criminal try to you can.
Yeah, you can just waste them. After I'm done with guns, I always go to the topless club.
Wow, I like it very much. To shoot a gun and to see a big.
And that really sums it up.
This is what a man should do. A man should be able to shoot a gun and enjoy.
Go look at naked women.
Yes.
Yes.
High five! In Kazakhstan, now they take a very, very, very bad, evil criminal and they let you practice them in 2 of the gun club. You think they should do here?
Oh, my word. Oh, you guys are crazy.
Why not?
Oh, man, that's the craziest thing I ever heard.
You think
I like it, but it's crazy. We execute people,
Yes.
but the government has to do it.
Why can they not
It
do
has
it
to
in
be
a gun
done.
club?
Well, there's probably no good reason why not.
It would be a fun.
But we don't, yes, it probably would be fun. Okay, come on through.
So how about I kick your ass, Osama? See you here.
Wow, wow, wee, wow. You are a real man. High five. Can you buy this gun for self-defense?
It's possible. It's not easy to.
Can you buy anti-tank gun for self-defense?
You can.
Good.
In Texas.
Good.
Hello, Borat.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Welcome to Ironworks. This is what you're going to do. Watch me. Pull and extend. Okay? The legs. On the machine, though. No. On the machine. No, you have to come back in the position. You're all the way up. Put your legs under here. Oh. Up on top, up on top. Face down. No, the way you were in the beginning. No.
And now I move up?
Yeah. Face down. Hold the handles. Okay. This is your position.
Yes.
You don't move from here.
Yes.
Okay.
It hurt my thumb.
It hurts what?
My thumb.
Your
testes actually.
Your abdomen goes here.
Yes.
The foot comes around into here. And you push it up, 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 up. Like this. So when you're running.
Yes.
And stop.
Yes.
This is dangerous. No, I don't think you should try this one. It's too dangerous.
Yes.
Walk, 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 walk,
Yes.
walk, walk, walk. You must walk.
Yes.
Walk faster, faster. There you go. Faster. There you go. Now, look straight ahead and just walk.
Yes.
Just walk. Walk. There you go. See, walk though. Keep walking. Walk, walk, walk. Don't stop. Faster. There you go. There you go. Feel?
Yes, I feel.
Yeah. Relax and just walk.
Relax.
Stand up. There you go. Now you're
Relax.
getting it. Now show your people you're doing it. There you go. Don't stop. Wide, wide, wide. Look.
Yo, diggity, check yourself before you wreck yourself. Drugs is ruining people's lives. That's why I is here with none other than Will Glaspie, who be a special agent from the Drug Enforcement Agency. Respect. Safe.
Thanks for having me on.
So let's go through these. This is Moroccan Black, isn't it? You've got to be a geek not to know that.
Looks like some hash,
right.
very similar to marijuana, and is used in quite the same way.
For people out there, what is its effects?
It slows down your reaction. It slows your ability to learn as well. Your brain just really slows down and doesn't stop functioning, but it slows down the learning curve.
And is there any negative effects?
That would be a negative effect.
And how much would something like this cost?
It really depends on the quality of the weed. I mean, some weed now can go for over $1,000 a pound. That's
You was really being ripped off. I can get you that much cheaper.
Well, it not necessarily, depending on the quality of the weed.
Does you think people move on from the herb to other drugs?
The problem with marijuana is it has frequently been referred to as a gateway drug.
So does you recommend this as a good first smoke?
Absolutely not.
So just to make clear, all this stuff so far is legal. What about the other stuff?
All this is, just to make clear, all this is illegal.
What? Okay, so it ain't legal, but if it's just for personal use, let's say you was just got like half a kilo at home or whatever, that's Irie, innit? That no problem.
Not in the United States. In the United States, that's still illegal.
What's this little baby here?
Those right there is MDMA, known on the street as ecstasy.
Is there a chemical in these that actually make you dance like a prick?
I don't know that there's anything that makes you dance like a prick, although I can tell you I've seen some videos, some people that are using that stuff and dancing, and I guess that's the way to describe it.
If kids out there absolutely asked to take some, how many is it safe for them to take?
For somebody to put even one of those in their body would it's absolutely crazy.
Because my mate Dave took 24 in one night. The next day he was really buzzing, had loads of energy, and everyone on the Egham to Langley Village bus said that he drove it better than ever before.
Well, again, I've known, heard stories and talked to parents whose kids took just one tablet.
Does you think it is ever right to give an animal an ecstasy?
Not if you like your animal.
What about if the animal looks really sad?
First of all, in the United States, it's illegal even to possess these, and if you're going to possess them and provide them to an animal, you probably have some mental problems yourself anyway.
Is there any other things that is addictive?
A lot of different drugs are addictive.
How come Pringles is legal? Because even they admit that, once you pop, you can't stop.
Hey, I even heard a lot of people say that chocolate's addictive too, but they're not necessarily drugs that are going to screw with your brain.
What is happening to all these drugs after?
After we do a seizure, they're all incinerated.
Why don't you give them to charity?
Because no charity could take illegal drugs like this. It'd be harmful to anybody who actually got to them.
You out there, listen up, learn, keep away, steep clear. Because once you start taking this, then you're going to take this, then that, mix those together, try a bit of that. You'd be really, really mashed if you took all of that in one go, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would.
It's totally, that's enough for that whole party of people. Big up yourself, keep up the good work, and keep it real.
Thanks for having me.
Safe. Safe. What is the different types of hash out there? We all know that it's called the bionic, the bomb, the puff, the blow, the black, the herb, the Sensi, the chronic, the sweet Mary Jane, the shit, ganja, spliff, reefer, the bad, the Buddha, the homegrown, the ill, the Maui Maui, the method, pot, lethal, turbo, Thai, shake, skunk, stress, wacky, weed, blaze, the boot, dime bag, Scooby-Doo, bob, bogey, backyard boogie. But what is the other terms for it?
That about covers it.
Peeps, stay in college, off the crack, and big up yourself.